Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing amazing. Today I want to share with you guys some amazing DIY home decor ideas. The first one is this raffia mirror that I saw being sold on Etsy for $100 and something, and I was able to recreate it for only $10. I have been obsessed with materials like raffia and rattan, all of those natural pieces. I think they look really good for spring and summer home decor, and it's really easy to recreate. So these are two mirrors. One is from the Target dollar spot, the other one is from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to share with you guys how I was able to recreate it with just a little bit of time. The second DIY I saw while I was browsing on Pier 1, and it was this really beautiful butterfly wall decor piece, and I knew that Dollar Tree had butterflies, so I wanted to try to recreate it myself. So what I was able to do was go and grab a couple of items from Dollar Tree, a can of spray paint, and some of my favorite hot glue, and we were able to recreate it for just a few dollars. The one from Pier 1 is absolutely beautiful, but I feel like our DIY version is just as good. So to get started for this DIY, you're going to need at least 5 or 6 bags of the natural raffia that they sell at Dollar Tree. This is in the floral section, and they also have it on Amazon, but it's much more expensive. We're also going to use hot glue. I've been obsessed with the Gorilla hot glue sticks. They work amazingly. So for the mirror, I picked up one from Dollar Tree. This is just from the candle section. It's pretty tiny, but they also had one at the Target dollar spot. It was one mirror being sold for $5. I was able to search online and I saw that they're selling something similar. It's in a 2-pack. It has a black around the edge and it's $10. So either option I will have linked down below for you guys. I also browsed on Micheals, so you can do Micheals.com, and they had one that's the same size as the big one for $4.99. So there are some options out there. I'll link them down below. So to get started, I want to share with you guys how to create the little knot, for the raffia, and then we're going to do that over and over. I made probably, I don't know, 100 of them for the mirror because I wanted it to be nice and thick. So I just sat down, watched my favorite Netflix show. I love Tiger King. I think that show is freaking hilarious. Love is Blind. I've been watching that like crazy. So this is a good activity just to sit down and do, just to waste time. So to get started, you're going to take one piece of the raffia, you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to fold it in half again. You're going to do this until you have the length that you're going to want. The longer it is, the longer the little bursts are going to be. I did it a couple of times. You guys can see there. I didn't have mine too long, and I think it still looked really nice. You're just going to want to take one of the little excess pieces and wrap it around. Make sure that it's nice and tight because you are going to want it to hold, and then you're just going to use a little dab of the Gorilla Glue to hold everything in place. That's why I prefer the Gorilla Glue, because it's a much stronger hold and nothing will move and budge when you start to put the whole mirror together. Once you have it all put together, it's still going to be connected at the bottom, so you're going to want to grab your sister scissors, grab your scissors and give it a little snip, and then you're going to want to go ahead and cut it down so that they're all the same length. It's super easy, guys, really, really simple. It's just a repetitive process and you have to do it over and over again. honestly not sure how many I made. Maybe when we go back to do the mirror, we can count them. But I would say that I wanted to have extra more than I needed so that I could just complete all of the little raffia pieces. And then when it was all done, then I went and I glued them all on. I did have to go back in and make some more. And it's just more time consuming doing it that way. So like I said, sit down, watch a show, listen to an audiobook, and just kind of like waste the time away creating as many as possible. And then I had enough to create the bigger mirror and the smaller mirror, and then I had extra. So it felt really good just to be able to have more than you needed, and it didn't take that much time at all. It was so simple. So once you have your 500 raffia pieces, we're going to go ahead and take our Dollar Tree mirror. So this one I messed up first, and I just kept on sharing it with you guys because it really is trial and error for me. I never have a real good idea. If I never made anything before, how do you actually know how to make it? So for this first mirror, I started by adding all of the raffia pieces with the mirror face down. I thought this would be a good way just to have it at the fullness that you wanted it to be. And it turned out being a complete disaster because the glue got everywhere. It was super messy. So I'm going to share with you guys on the other mirror to lay the mirror flat down, like face down, and then add each piece by piece. But this, I don't know why I thought this was going to work, but it didn't. It was just really messy. The glue got everywhere, and then the pieces didn't stick, and then I had to go back. So I would definitely recommend flipping the mirror face down and then placing each piece of the raffia in a line all the way around, and that way you can have it as thick as you want it. So here is the way I want you guys to do it. We're going to take our dollar store mirror. This one is the Target Dollar Spot mirror. Lay it face down. I just put something so that it didn't get all messed up. And then piece by piece, we're going to take our raffia and a little bit of hot glue, and we're going to work all the way around. I made sure to keep the knot side all the way to the back so that you don't see it on the mirror. I saw some options where people showed that part, and I just wasn't a huge fan of that. I just made sure that each part of the little raffia piece was glued to the back at the same spot. This way it's all the same length and it looks uniform. I know you guys probably think that the Gorilla Glue does not make a difference, like it's all the same, but it really is good quality. It holds strong so that if you're using a piece in your home, you're not just going to find little pieces of raffia falling down because the hot glue wore out. It's like a hold strong, so I definitely would recommend that for you guys. And this was just one of like the easiest parts of the whole DIY. You just went around and around and around, and I was really happy. I wasn't sure how thick it would look, but it ended up looking really thick when you would keep all of the raffia pieces close together. So here are the finished mirrors, and the big one probably is my favorite, but the smaller Dollar Tree mirror is also super cute. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let's move on now to DIY number 2. For the second DIY, you're going to need a wreath form, some of the Dollar Tree die cut butterflies, as well as hot glue. The first thing that I did was deconstructed our wreath form because we're only going to be using the bigger ring. It's really easy just to pop the other pieces off, or you could use an X-Acto knife, or you could use scissors just to get them off. Once it's off, then we're going to place our butterflies in the placement that we want. I did use the Pier 1 picture as a guide so that I could have it look similar, but I just tried to place bigger ones around, and it does not look exactly the same to the Pier 1 one, but it does look pretty similar. They had a big cluster of butterflies towards the bottom, so I tried to create the same thing. And one thing I would say is make sure that you're not getting the hot glue all over the place, like on the wings and the visible parts of the butterfly, because when you go in with the spray paint, that's going to be seen and it's not going to look as good. So I did try to bend some of the wings so that it looked more 3D, and I bent some of them down just so that they all looked different and kind of like in motion, and they didn't look like flat pieces of paper. So I did play around with it, and it ended up turning out super duper nice. It didn't take long at all, and the good thing about it is if you do mess up and you don't like the placement of a butterfly, you can go back in and fix it. It's fine. It's really easy. So it did take me a little bit to add all of the butterflies on, but once I did, I was able to have it completed. And I thought it looked pretty cute without any spray paint on it. I like the way that it looked. It looks kind of pretty and nice, but we are going to take it outside and give it a coat of spray paint. So the one that was from Pier 1 was more of like an antique gold color, and I was just going to use the spray paint that I had at my house because I'm not going out during this coronavirus. No ma'am, not today. So the one that I have is much more of a metallic bright gold. I tried to mix two of them together to try to get it to be the right shade, but it's much more brighter. It's more of like a vibrant gold than the picture, but I'm totally fine with that. If you want to wait till all this madness is over and go out and get more of an antique gold, I would definitely recommend doing that, but I gave it a few good coats of spray paint. Y'all see how windy it is out here? Like, my stuff was blowing away. But let it dry. I tried to hang it on the door just to give you guys a few different ways that you could use it, but you can put it on the wall. A lot of people said in their office is a cute idea. In a kid's room, a little girl's room, I think it would look really, really cute. I love the way that it turned out. For $3 or $4, you have a really cute wall piece that can fit into almost any style of your home, and it looks very, very nice. It looks very similar to the picture. So I hope that you guys enjoyed these DIYs. Thank you for all of the love recently with my mom passing away. You guys have been amazing, and I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. And if you guys are a real one that is still here to the end of the video, I appreciate you and I love you guys so much. Go ahead and leave the word blossom in the comment section down below. Our secret word for this video is blossom. Put it in the comment section down below and I'll feature a few of you in our next video. Follow me on Instagram. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you guys next time for another video. Bye, you guys.